Okay, computer sounds more reliable. Okay, hi everybody. So glad you guys are here. If we have not personally met, I am Chandler Sanderson. I'm Emerald. Probably part of this team since we didn't share this Zoom chat with anybody else. So I'm so excited you guys are here and you're part of this team. I've been doing this almost 6 years, which blows my mind every single time. But the biggest focus for us this year is duplication. And with that means we're not only helping you guys, but we are helping you help other people. This business is so much fun. And I think the goal is just to make it as simple as possible. And so when we look at like the nitty gritty of what we do, we're like, okay, how can we confine this and just make it really easy for people to understand? And for them to share with other people. And so this call is the basics. And so if you're new here, maybe you've been around a while and you've never really kicked off your business. Maybe you've been loving your product secretly. I did that too, no shame. Or maybe like you haven't even got your products in the mail. Maybe you joined and you're like 100%, I want to do the business, and we'll figure out the products later. I had lots of people do that as well. And so we just want to service you guys and make sure you guys are you have a foundation in your business and so that you know what to do moving forward as you start to share. So let me share my screen. Before we jump into our PowerPoint that I made, can y'all drop in the chat if you are not silver yet? Like you have not hit your first rank with the company yet. I just want to see who I'm speaking to tonight. Okay, there's one. First sign on. That is so exciting. Okay, several of you guys. So this is exciting. Y'all, I will never forget when I was pushing for silver and I was terrified. I knew I loved my products and I knew I wanted to share them with other people, but I was so scared of what other people were going to think of me and what if it didn't work out and what if I just looked dumb and people laughed at me. And I just decided to mute it. I was like, you know what? This is not going to serve me. This is not putting money in my bank account. I'm just going to turn that noise off and just do the things. And look where it got us. So anyways, let me jump into our PowerPoint. Let me share my screen really fast. Please hold. Where is the share screen button? It used to be right here. Zoom has updated.
It's green. Mine's green.
Oh, hi. It is. It's the only green button on the thing. Okie doke. Also, don't judge the amount of tabs I have open. We're in the process of moving, so I have 10 million tabs open currently, and this is just how my brain operates. I want to go present. Okay, can you all see the screen? Yes. Okay, I see Lauren's thumb. Let me see if I can move this little guy up here. Okay, sweet. All right, let's do this thing. So glad a lot of you guys have not yet reached silver. That means we are catching you guys at the right time to give you the tools that you need to be as successful as possible. Looking back on my journey, like I wish I had these tips. I think so much of what I learned, and probably Lauren and some of the other girls who've been around a while, is we just learned by trial and error. We learned by doing it very, very, very wrong. And then we had to figure out how do we improve this process. So this is what we have learned through lots of failure in our 6 years of doing this business. So what we're going to go through tonight is just learning what this business actually is, understanding some of the tools and resources that you guys have available for free to you, actually setting our first goal, and then just getting into action. And yes, we are going to have some action items tonight, and I am excited. Okay, so what it is that we actually do. What do we do? So step one, this is essential for everyone who wants to earn any type of income, commission, or bonus with our company. You have to order your own products of 100 PV or more and make sure that your sub is on. Your sub is not a requirement in order to make money, but I'm just telling you, you do not want to be the person who forgets to place an order in a month and then you miss out on your paycheck. So just telling you, It's a lot easier to move forward if your subscription's on, if it's 100 PV or more each month. And you can always modify that subscription to customize what products you want, set the date that you want, all the things. But that is the only requirement in order to earn a commission with our company is that you have to have your own personal order each month of 100 PV or more. Step 2, fall in love with your products. I tell every single person that comes to me to do the business, I want you to fall in love with your products. Genuinely find a regimen, find a routine, and then find the right dosage that works the best for you so that you can truly have a story to tell other people. It would be really hard to market ourselves authentically in this business if we didn't have a passion or we didn't have a story or we didn't really have like that foundation laid with our own product testimony. And so if you're brand new, I am not saying wait 6 months to start sharing your products. What I'm saying is find something that works for you right now and go have other beliefs poured into you. So like go use our gut health and happiness page, listen to some of those stories. There's so many resources on Facebook that you guys can look through, watch videos, and just really start to build your belief listening from other people's stories. But for y'all, I want you guys to have something that you feel confident with moving forward. Because knowing your why is so, 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 so important as you're doing this business. And then lastly, we market our products in business and we choose to be consistent in those efforts. So making one post initially or sending a couple of reach outs initially is not going to get us to diamond. It is consistently doing those efforts over and over and over and just taking full acceptance that like I am my own marketing department. And if I am not publicly saying, hey, these are the products I take and this is what I love and this is why I love it, like I am eliminating the advertisement piece from my products and I'm probably not going to get very far. And so the thing I love more than anything about this business is the time freedom. We can truly work anywhere and anytime. If y'all don't know my story, I worked in corporate sales for years and I hated it. Most specifically because I was told I could not go home for Christmas living in Michigan one year. I didn't make enough money to pay my bills, so I had to get a second job to wait tables on the weekends. And there were several times where I had something personal come up in my life, and I was told, no, you can't take the time off work to address that. And so this industry solves all those problems for me. I have the freedom, but with that, I have to set boundaries because I have goals. And because I can work anywhere at any time, like I really do have to make it a point in my day, whether I'm at the park or whether I'm on the bike or whether I'm on vacation or whether it's a Saturday or Sunday. Like I do have to set those boundaries because I have goals. Okay, how do we do it? We are promoting a lifestyle, not just a product. I think this is key so that we come off as not just salesmen, but truly people that like want to make transformation. When you start to incorporate Plexus in your daily life, I just encourage you guys to jump on your social media and share about that authentically. Share about how taking your active has gotten you through the day and you're no longer dependent on coffee. Share about how taking your triplex is giving you the best sleep of your life and you're no longer waking up grumpy or with headaches. Share about how you're out working out every day or how you're taking your kids to the park after you get off work because you have the energy to do it. Just making it more of like a lifestyle post and a lifestyle story as opposed to, hey guys, I have this new pink drink and I absolutely love it and it's on sale. That's okay occasionally, but people are going to tune out if we're just trying to push the product sale. Secondly, look to add value to others outside of Plexus. So some tips on that would be like a how-to video on a hobby. Maybe you love playing the piano and you want to make like a video for people who are just now starting to play the piano. Maybe you are really good in the kitchen and you want to make some recipes up for people who have picky toddlers. That's something that I like to do. Maybe it's just a routine. Maybe you like thrive in consistent routines. Maybe you wake up every morning and you make your bed and you work out every single morning. Like that is attractive and people want to see more of that because it inspires them. So looking to add value through social media and outlets outside of Plexus will make you so much more credible, will make you so much more attractive, and people will be drawn to what you're posting. And then lastly, be authentic to you. So the way that you promote your business will probably look different from everyone else. So it's always a good thing to go and start following some new people when you're starting your business. We have some really good posters. Like some of the best posters in the entire company are on this team. And I know that because our examples always get used at corporate trainings and our photos always get used at corporate events. But it's going to look different from all the other girls. So something I've learned is not to copy and paste. Sure, there are some posts that maybe we can copy and paste and it's really easy and it's not like a personal story or anything like that. 9 times out of 10, it is way better to come up with your own post and go post it because people know you. They know Chelsea. They know Hunter. They know Allie. They don't know me. They don't know Jordan. They don't know Haley, but they know you. And they're drawn to this business and they're drawn to their product because of you. And so I just encourage y'all to find some confidence in what you have to offer and just try to be genuine in the way that you post. Whoop. Okay, here is a snippet of our virtual office. Sometimes it'll be referred to as VO. So everyone has this tool at your fingertips. When you go log into your back office, you're going to see this on your dashboard. This is like our free CRM tool. That's sales lingo, but it's a free CRM tool that we have available so that you can truly take your business anywhere and everywhere. So it'll show you your subscription box. It'll say whether it's on or off. Your current PV, we'll talk about this a little bit later, stands for personal volume. And then your points and rank. And that is what quantifies all of your customers. So anyone and everyone that you add to your organization, whether it be a single product, somebody that does the business or somebody that loves their products and they have their subscription on every single month, they'll show up here. And you can auto filter or I guess just filter out the way that this information comes to the top by selecting the columns. So like, let's say you want to see all the people that were added to your business the most recently, you can click join date and it will chronologically change those people. So I encourage y'all to like gain some confidence in this area. This was something that I avoided for a long time because I'm not analytical, I'm not strategic, and I don't really like Excel sheets and all that stuff. But this truly is like something you want to get comfortable with, especially as you grow towards the rank of gold. Because you're going to have, at that point, 16 to 20, maybe even more people in your organization. And you're going to want to keep up with what products are they buying? Do they have a subscription on? What does their PV look like? Because you're going to be at that point projecting kind of where your points could be so that you can determine your next rank. So all the information that you guys could possibly need about your customers is in your back office. And so I encourage y'all to log into your back office and just start navigating that. Okay, other things that are available in your virtual office. This is under my dashboard. And then you go to Training Center and then the Rank Up Roadmap. We were actually just talking about this a few weekends ago at a Ruby retreat. There are some really good tools here, y'all, and we did not have access to these when we first started. Our corporate has come up with thousands of really professional and really clear and simple videos to help you guys maximize your business. That Me Plus 3 video up in the upper right corner is fantastic. It shows just how easy it is to like share about this business and how to help people go silver. If you have someone interested in the business, that's a great resource to share with them. And most of these videos are like 2 or 3 minutes. To put a pen to paper is like a literal action plan for you guys to start building a plan for, okay, how can I actually excel? How can I start gaining some points in this? And then there's just some like inspirational videos, and then there's even a personality test, which is always really fun for a sponsor and for a newbie to know exactly what it is that motivates you. So I just encourage y'all to take advantage of the resources we have. Our corporate team spent a lot of time and a lot of energy coming up with this just to make our newbies as successful as possible. And they have that rank up roadmap all the way to diamond, by the way, if you're curious what that looks like. Okay, this is not virtual office, this is mistitled, but these are resources that we have available to y'all on Facebook. These again have thousands of hours have gone into these pages, whether it be on the bottom left through health, happiness, and financial freedom. This is our business page. So all of you guys should be a part of this page. There's 1,300 members. Not all of them are actively still working their business. But this is like a landing page. If we ever have any type of action challenge going on or any type of incentive company-wide that we need to know about. Any type of like rank up announcement. Let's say you hit your first goal of silver next week. Your sponsor will likely celebrate you here and you can connect with some other team members that way. It's just a great place to come look for resources with anything business specific related. And then in the upper right corner is our gut health and happiness. This is a resource tool for y'all. If you'll notice, we have 7,600 members there. I use this daily, not just for my own sake. If I have a question about my dosage or about a new product, but I've added every single person that I've ever prospected and ever added to my business. I've added them to this page. And so I can go add them. I copy the link, I send it directly to them and I say, hey, this is our team resource page. I'd love for you to accept so I can tag you in a couple of things that you might relate to. And then I use the search bar and I'm going and looking based on our conversation that we had. I go look for whatever their health issue is, PCOS or weight gain or thyroid issue or Hashimoto's, whatever that may be. And then I can actually just tag them and then they'll see it in their notifications. So that's a really great tool to use. I don't want you guys to feel like, oh, I don't know who runs this page or I don't know if my people are going to get approved. Anyone that joins will get approved. It's a resource page for you guys to use for free as you're having new conversations. Okay, I've talked a lot. Anyone have any questions so far up to this point? Feel free to unmute and ask. Okay, we're going to keep going then. Okay, so here's some business tips, and this is like the basics because I truly just don't want to overwhelm you guys. So when I went to my virtual office, you're going to notice a couple of things that terminology may be like way over your head. So let's just break it down really fast. If you guys want to screenshot this and save it, that might be a good thing to do. So PV stands for personal volume, and these definitions are actually from our Plexus website. So this means the volume received from each commissionable product that you or your customers purchase. So the best way to learn PV is to go log into your account and click on shop and just start looking at some of our products. Every single product in combo has a specific PV associated with it. And what that means for you is you're going to get paid based on their PV. So 6 PV is the maximum that you can achieve or earn, I guess, from any of your level 1 customers. And that's the goal, right? Because we know that like triplex is our #1 selling combo for a reason. Like everyone and their dog needs to at least be on triplex, and then we can add more products from there. Triplex is over 100 PV, which means you're going to get the max commission from that order. So anything less than 100 PV, you're going to earn less money from. Hopefully that makes sense without overwhelming. I did mean to include another slide in here. I can send that to our thread so that you guys have access to it and you can look into it a little bit more closely. And it shows you exactly what that breakdown is based on their PV. Okay, and then over here on the pink, I want to jump here for a second. The best way to learn, oh, sorry, just kidding. Never mind. Already said that. Disregard. Okie doke. Let's go to points now. I gotta move my face screen. Okay, points. A type of compensation brand ambassadors can earn based on the number of brand ambassadors and VIPs in their downline with a minimum amount of PV. So points are what gets you to your rank up. So anytime we're talking about like projections or when are you going to rank up or, you know, when are you going to push for gold? That's what we're talking about because a certain amount of points equate to a rank. And so I'll break that down here in just a second. But when we're looking at our back office, we can say, okay, I have these many customers, this many subscriptions. Because of their PV, I'm going to get 6 points, 5 points, 4 points, whatever that breakdown is. And you can start to project out where your points are going to be, which is really helpful, by the way, as you guys start working towards senior silver, gold, senior gold, and beyond. And it's just a way that we quantify your orders, essentially. And then rank is achieved when a certain number of points are accumulated in a given month. So this is very, 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 very important. And I always miss this point. Your month will end on the last day of the month at 11 p.m. Central Time. What that means is at that time, your back office will reset to 0. Your PV, your points, everything will reset to 0. You will never lose the title of your rank. Once you've earned a rank, you'll never lose that title. However, your points will vary, and that's all based on your work ethic. And so that will reset every single month. And so it's your responsibility to either add new people to your organization or make sure that your customers are loving their products and make sure that they have a subscription on so that you can then get their points again for the next month's order. Does that make sense? Does anyone have a question or confused about that at all? Please do not feel scared to ask about that because it's a little bit complex. Okay, cool. Dog. 1 second, y'all. My house are going. Okie doke. No questions on that? I know it's a little bit confusing, but your sponsor can help work with you through that as well. Okay, so here's some ranks that would give you a promotion in your business. And these dollar amounts are based on a monthly income and they are averages. So this is not a guaranteed income amount. This is based on averages of both commissions and bonuses. So your first rank of silver is 18 points. That means you've added 3 level 1s to your organization. You've helped 3 level 1 friends, all with your own referral link, and it's going to give you 18 points because each of those orders is 6 points. So on average, I think it's maybe a little bit higher this month. Your first month should be about $300, which is really awesome. When I started, I think I earned maybe $100 my first month, and I went like way past silver. So Plexus has gotten very generous in the past 6 years. The next one, senior silver, this kind of, again, just shows you the dollar figures that you guys can start working towards. I think for me, when I first started this, I truly just wanted to pay off a credit card. We were newlyweds. My husband was still in college and we had a lot of credit cards to pay off. And I knew that if I could just take care of one of those, and get it paid off, that it would free up a lot of date night money, pedicure money, like money to get my hair done. And none of those things were happening in that season. So I really just wanted to hit like gold to make things a little bit easier for our family. Um, and I hit it within 90 days and it was incredible. And I was like, okay, now what? Now what can we look forward to? And things just naturally grew as I earned each rank. And so it's easy to look at Diamond and feel like, oh my gosh, 4,500 points. And we just learned that a maximum point is 6. So 4,500 divided by 6, if you're doing the math, 750 people. And you're probably thinking there is no freaking way I'm going to add 750 people to my back office in 1 month. Probably won't happen. I've seen a lot of girls go really fast in this industry and it is really cool. But the power of this business comes through duplication. And so the whole focus and the whole effort here is you love your products and you get to go promote your products and market your products and be an ambassador for your business. But how can you help other people do the same? So when you're having those conversations, how can we help them fall in love with their products and then have the thought, maybe I should share these with my mom and my sister and my followers on Instagram. And so duplication really is what this whole piece is all about. Especially as you move like beyond gold, senior gold, that's when it becomes really, really critical to have other people doing it with you. And those are skills. Those are skills that you learn along the way. Okay, doke. This is something really cool that is relatively new to our business as in the past couple of years. This is called our Fast Start Bonus Program. So essentially what this is, without getting into all of this verbiage, is every bonus that you can earn based on your rank promotion, it will be doubled with our fast start, fast track. I think it used to be fast start bonus program. And so you can actually monitor your fast start eligibility and your progress as you guys are moving through the ranks. There's a report that's accessed in your virtual office. It's under the My Business tab. And so you can see both your name, you can see anyone that's underneath you that may be working the business. But basically, when somebody joins your organization as a VIP, they're just taking the products, they're loving their products, everything's great. All of a sudden, they're 30 days in and they're like, hey, I really love these products and I think I may want to share these with my mom. What do I do next? I get on the phone with them and I say, Yes, let's for sure share with your mom. But also like in that same effort, what two other people can you think of that you think might love these products? Is it your sister, your aunt, your grandma, shoot, even your spouse, your roommate? Like what two other people can we share this with? Because when you have three people added within 30 days, you're going to earn over $300. And y'all, that's a lot of money. My first month's order was 120. So earning $300 right away would have basically covered like almost my first 90 days worth of products, which is just really huge. And you guys know the financial struggles right now. It's unreal. So this is a really great way to capitalize on your income if you guys are ambitious with your goals and you're adding people to your, adding customers to your organization consistently. I've had several girls that have gone like Fast Start Gold, Fast Start Senior Gold, and it is insane how much money they earn in a month. Like I'm talking thousands and thousands a month. So it's just a great way for Plexus to incentivize momentum and hard work, and I love it. Any questions about that? Okay, I'm gonna try to go to the next page. Okay, so let's start getting into some actions. These IPA sheets, life-changing activity sheets, action sheets, whatever you want to call them, they all have different labels. They're all the same thing. And this is like the foundation of your activities each day. So when you're like, okay, I don't really know what to do because no one's messaged me wanting Plexus today, this is what you do. So we're going to focus on making a post. We're going to focus on going back to our old posts, looking to see who liked or commented and starting new conversations. We're going to go engage with some new people. Maybe you just met some, I'm very extroverted, so I try not to share too many stories. But I literally the past week met a new mom friend in the parking lot, standing outside of a oh gosh, y'all, I don't know words. I don't know words. Consignment or confinement store. I think it's consignment. We were waiting and the business wasn't open. And so we just struck up a conversation. Long story short, they had just moved here. Our kids go to school together. We got each other's numbers. Like this stuff happens all the time because I'm very intentional with meeting strangers and promoting my business. It's not that I'm like, oh, who can I go out and sell to today? It's truly like, who can I go meet today? Because I love people and I know that everyone and their dog could benefit from Plexus. And so I'm just always keeping my eyes open. Who can I meet today? Who can I impact today? Who can I start a conversation with today? I meet a lot of mom friends at the park because I stay at home with my kids. And so we're at the park every single day, if not multiple times a day. And I'm always meeting new mom friends there. And it's such a great way to just say, like, hey, our kids are the same age. Let's get together and do a play date. I grab her number. We're following each other on Facebook. Now she's seeing my post. I follow up with her because I see something she shared. And I'm like, hey, girl, I saw that you shared about this. What's going on? Like, I didn't even know you were struggling. It's just very natural when you make it a part of your life naturally. And so if y'all are just needing a little bit more direction, these IPA sheets are a great way to nudge you in the right direction, maybe get you out of your comfort zone a little bit. We're going to be doing things like sending happy birthday messages because again, this is a relationship business. We're going to be messaging some new people every single day because people have to know that we're taking products and that we love our products. We're going to be making posts. And then also there's like personal development pieces in there, which I would love for you guys to talk with your sponsors about, because we're all about podcasts and reading books. Okay, how do new convos start? Here's some different ways for me personally. This is how new conversations start. I'm in my stories a lot. I share about what we're doing, what we're eating, where we're going, funny things that my kids have done, recipe ideas. I share all the sorts of things in my stories because to me, it's the most authentic way to connect with people on social media. So naturally, I have a lot of responses for my stories because I share so much. And so each night I try to go through and catch up with those. And so I have a lot of ongoing conversations, some about Plexus, some not about Plexus. But that's the way I start new conversations. Anytime I make a new post, if somebody likes or comments on it, I'm going to go and start a new conversation with them and just say, hey, I saw you like my post. I've been taking Plexus for 6 years and I absolutely love it. Has there something that you've been struggling with or a health goal that you have in mind this year? In person, like I said, I meet girls all the time throughout the week, just randomly. And then I always try to follow up with them. So I always try to grab their phone number or connect with them on Facebook. Um, and then either in Messenger, text, or phone call. My so my I'll tell y'all how I went silver. My very first person was Lauren, who's on this call. And she's my sister. I said, hey, I need to meet you for lunch. And I want you to bring your computer. Definitely bamboozled her, but I have no regrets. She showed up and we got her account set up. On my way home, I called my mom and I said, hey, I'm starting this new thing. I'm loving these products. I think you would like them too because you deal with indigestion and acid reflux. She signed up right away, and then I went home and I made a post and connected with like several girls. Some of them I've never even really talked to, but they followed me on Instagram. And so we started a new conversation that way. Here's some conversation tips. And I actually just got off a call with Bob Heilig. Oh, it was so cool. If y'all don't know who he is, you will someday. He is a phenomenal human being in the network marketing world. AKA he is our Plexus boyfriend. And he's just full of wisdom. And so a lot of these things I took away from his call tonight. So you should be doing less talking than the other person. I want y'all to screenshot these, go write them on your mirror, go write them in your notes. Like these are the essence of how to have a good conversation. You should be doing less talking than the other person. Most of the time, people that are starting this business get so excited. And I love the excitement and I love the enthusiasm. And you want to just tell them all the things and you want to tell them the price and the products and you want to tell them why you love it and how your grandma loves it and you're giving it to your dog. I get it. And I love the excitement, but we've really got to like reel it in and keep it very concise. And so when somebody's like, hey, I'm dealing with this, I'm really struggling. What do you have that can help me? Instead of like going into our story and all these other things, I'm just going to say, absolutely. Like, tell me more about that. How long have you been dealing with it? What medications are you taking? What supplements have you tried? What's your lifestyle routine look like? What does your diet look like? Are you exercising? What all have you tried? Ask lots of questions. And in every single phrase with a question, this is from Bob Heilig, to stay in control of the conversation. The most powerful thing that you can ask any single person is why. If they say, I really want to try your products, but I'm not sure I can, why? I really want to do this, but now is not the right time. Why? I love your story, but I just don't think supplements or vitamins are for me. Why? Like we have got to find confidence in navigating the unknown. We don't know what their response is going to be. It could be hurtful, it could be hateful. We might take it personal, or it might be something silly, and we just need to help them get around it. But asking why is the only way you're going to be able to sleep at night when you start getting objections in these conversations. Always include a third-party reference. This one is really good because we don't want to be the pro. And we talked about the power of duplication and how that's going to help us get to diamond. If we're using third-party references like videos or a graphic, maybe the combo that we want to help them get started on, or maybe it's including your sponsor and saying, hey, this is my sponsor. I would love for her to share your story with you. Do you have 2 minutes that she could send you a clip? Little things like that, y'all go so far and it keeps us from like word vomiting on them. It keeps us from having to be the pro. And it just will take your business so far. So really get into a habit of adding people to gut health and happiness, utilizing some type of video. Y'all, YouTube is like the Webster's dictionary of Plexus videos. Just literally use your search bar and go find something and send it to them. More conversation tips. Be direct in conversations and don't shy away from what you really want to say to them. This one's also from Bob Heilig tonight. Love this. And so many girls come to me and they're like, I don't know what to say. I really want to tell this girl. I think she might love Plexus, but I don't really know what to say. I don't know how to reach out to her. What do you truly want to say? Like, I just encourage you guys to say it out loud. What do I actually want to say to this girl? Why am I so passionate about getting Plexus in her hands? Like what does this actually mean to her? What does it actually mean to me? And go put that in words. And maybe if you're a talker like me, maybe it's easier to throw that into a voice text. I would say try to keep it under 2 or 3 minutes, just so it's not too lengthy. But just go tell the people what it is that you want to tell them. If you think that they would love this business and that you would have a blast going on vacations with them, go tell them that. If you think that if you know that they've been struggling with a health issue for years and years and years, and they've exhausted all sorts of different medicinal treatments and homeopathic treatments and nothing's helped, but you think this could be the answer, like go tell them that in a very tactful and graceful way. But just encourage y'all to be direct and don't be nervous to say what it is that you actually want to say. Focus your efforts on problem solving. We have to like truly put on our hat and say, okay, whose problems can I go solve today? What is their need and what is the solution that I can provide? When you take the focus off what person can I sell to or what product can I sell and truly focus on this person has a problem and I have a solution. So how can I present this opportunity to them? I think it will change the way that you guys approach conversations and it will take the stress off of selling. This last one, also from Bob, choose to be transformational over transactional, aka focus on the relationship. Again, just take the pressure off of, I've got to get this one more person or I've got to get this girl to sign up, to how can I actually connect with this person on an emotional level and like really make an impact? Oh my gosh, y'all. Sorry, really make an impact and like help them find a solution to their problem. Okay, giving y'all some really quick tips and then we'll close out. Okay, if y'all want to screenshot these. So here's some first message examples that I've actually sent. Hey friend, I saw your post asking for eczema cream recommendations. I hate that you're navigating this because I know it's so uncomfortable. Will you share with me what this has looked like for you as far as flare-ups, triggers, duration, ointments, any meds you've tried? I'm not like, hey girl, I know you have eczema, would love for you to try my product because I know it's going to work for you. You can try that approach if you're feeling really bold, or maybe you have a different relationship with this person. But I think most people just want to be heard, and they don't want to be sold to. And so we really have to like understand their story and ask lots of questions before we can present the solution, which is Plexus. Another first message example, literally a girl I met, what is today? Tuesday? I met her Thursday and I just sent her this message yesterday. It was so much fun meeting at the park today. You mentioned you might be looking for a new prenatal this pregnancy. Is there something specific you're looking for as far as nutrients or health support? So I did mention I did Plexus. I did mention that this is a business to me and I was able to quit corporate sales. And she mentioned that she may have some interest in looking at a prenatal, but then our time got cut short. We had to go separate ways because of our kids. So this is just like a genuine follow-up. And I'm not like, hey, here's my product. You should buy it from me. Here's my referral link. I am trying to dig deeper. I'm trying to figure out why it is that she's looking for a new prenatal. Maybe there's some health issues going on that I need to uncover. And so I'm probably going to go into our health checklist. I'll also send that in the threads for you guys to access, but that's something I use in every single conversation because I'm really trying to uncover all of the things that these people are dealing with, again, so that I can solve the problem and present a solution. And then here's a first post idea if you guys want to screenshot this one as well. This is a post from me. So I would probably put a photo with it of me like exercising or just feeling super confident in my own skin. Photo of an exercise addicted, dessert dependent PCOS girl who had to have a steady flow of coffee and energy drinks each day to feel somewhat alive. Today she wakes up feeling well rested. Her waist is half the size that it was in college. She doesn't crash, eats afternoon, or need sweets, and she enjoys exercise for pleasure, not punishment. She is me, and she is living her best life. I would probably put like a side by side, like a girl in college, me in college, and then me today after 2 kids. But just like make it fun, make it a story. Don't be salesy or weird. And again, make it you. Like people want to hear from you. They don't want to hear what your sponsor has to say or something that was copy and pasted. So I just encourage y'all to try to get some posting inspiration in whatever way that looks like. But fruit comes with consistency. And so if we're going, several weeks between each post, like we're never going to feel confident or creative in that space. Whereas if we force ourselves to say, okay, I'm going to make 3 or 5 posts this week, like regardless of how I feel about it, you're going to learn to find more joy and more confidence and more creativity in it. And I know that because I 10 out of 10 almost deleted my social media right before I started Plexus. And I had lots of conversations with my sponsor about How do I find joy in this? And so I had to incorporate my daily life and stop just focusing on how can I sell this product. Okie doke. So here's our takeaways, our to-dos. Whether you guys have already added your first or you're just kind of cautiously navigating the start of this business, here's some just tangible things for you guys to go out and do tonight, this week, this weekend, whenever you have a moment. Make a post and just make the choice to post several times a week. We've all heard the analogy, like you're not going to get fit, you're not going to lose weight after one workout. It takes consistency and it takes routine. The same is true with this business. And so I encourage y'all to like set some goals with your posting, set some goals with showing up in stories, and just really try to like make a presence. Like people won't know that you're doing a business or that you have a product or what the product does unless we're getting online and sharing about that. So just stay consistent there, even if you're not getting likes, even if you're not getting comments. I can't tell y'all how many posts I have posted and like gotten 0 to 1 likes. Like we've all been there. So it comes with time, I promise you. Again, show up in stories daily, sprinkle in Plexus. We're sharing about our lifestyle, not about a product. So just don't jump on and just share about a product. Jump on and share about a recipe. And then, oh yeah, by the way, I get to eat pizza tonight because I'm taking my balance and I already drank my pink drink. And this is freedom, y'all. Like, just make it real. Start new conversations every single day, whether that's at the park, in the parking lot, with your hairdresser, at the grocery store, or maybe, doing more work on social media or in Facebook groups is your jam. Like whatever that looks like, just start new conversations every single day and try to incorporate Plexus. Again, looking for a problem and how can we present a solution. Reach out to your close circle of 20. These are like the low-hanging fruit, y'all. These are the people that you know would support you, whether you're selling a probiotic that really works or a bag of rocks. So I encourage y'all to go to your mom, go to your spouse, go to your roommate, go to your best friend. These are the people that you know love you and trust you already and would probably say yes to your product. And then have your sponsor create an online event for you or an in-person event. Maybe I want to do a sip and see. Maybe you feel like you've got a great local presence and a great network there locally. Host a sip and see. I've got a good girlfriend in South Texas who is going crazy with this like sourdough thing. And she's hosting several sourdough classes a week at her, sorry, not a week, per month at her house, like one a week. And she's got 3 little bitty babies. And she's hosting several classes a month at her class, at her house for like the how to with sourdough. And then, by the way, these are my gut health supplements that I love. And her business is blowing up. So it doesn't have to be all about Plexus. Maybe it's a yoga in Plexus. Maybe it's mimosa in Plexus. Maybe it's bunko in Plexus. Like just find a way to sprinkle it in your normal life and it will make it so much more real to you. And then the other one is online event. That's the way I got started. I've helped several friends get started that way. It can be a great way to like captivate a specific audience at once. Several girls can share their stories live. You guys can like highlight some specific products, maybe do some discounts at the end. But just keep it like short and concise and it'll help engagement, like maybe 30 minutes on a Sunday evening or something. And those tend to work really, really, really well. Okay, y'all. Let me figure out how the heck to get out of here. Stop screen. Whew! I feel like my throat just talked through a marathon. Thank y'all for jumping on. I would love to take questions. If anyone has a question, there is no dumb question, by the way. Like we were all new at one point. And so I would love to hear if y'all have like a specific thing you're stuck with or a fear that you have or something you're confused about. Anything at all. Okay. If there's no questions, I need to check the chat really fast.
Thanks, Chan.
What I
Thank you,
missed.
Chandler.
Y'all are so
Sorry.
welcome.
Yes,
Thank you
my
guys for
camera-
jumping on. If y'all need the recording, I will upload it here shortly and drop it in our team threads. And then there were a couple resources I wanted to send as well. So if you want to get those out to your teams. Yeah. thank y'all for jumping on. I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday, and we'll hopefully see y'all next week on Tuesday. Bye, y'all.